Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am sharing 3 easy Mother's Day brunch ideas. So if you are new here, hello and welcome. My name is Sarah and I'm a homeschooling mom to 2 girls, ages 11 and 15. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by once again. I do really appreciate you. So let's jump into these 3 delicious recipes. First recipe that I am sharing is chocolate waffles. Now, when I was looking for these recipes to kind of share these easy Mother's Day brunch ideas with everyone, I wanted to make sure that they were going to be that easy, easy but delicious, and something maybe a little bit more special than what we would typically make for a regular breakfast. So I thought that something like chocolate waffles would be such a great idea for Mother's Day, especially if you have a chocolate lover like me as a mom, because it is a simple waffle recipe with just some cocoa powder, a little bit of cinnamon added, and it turns them into like this fancier, more special type of breakfast. Again, these were super easy to throw together. Now, I do want to say this was the first time that I made this specific recipe. I could not find my chocolate waffle recipe anywhere, so I did have to find a new one, and this one came out pretty good. I will link all of the recipes down below. I also wanted to mention that I did not follow the recipe 100%. Again, because I couldn't find my chocolate waffle recipe, I made a few adjustments to this one. Instead of using oil, I used butter. And then I also cut back a little bit on the cinnamon and used a little bit more vanilla extract. So I just know based off of like my family, they prefer the vanilla flavor more than they would the cinnamon. Now, I do have these really cute little tiny waffle irons that are adorable, but just keep in mind if you're using a tiny waffle iron like this, it's gonna take some time. So if you don't have one of these, just use whatever waffle iron you have. They would still come out really delicious. And look how beautiful they are. I thought that this came out so cute, so pretty. I just added some fresh berries, some syrup, and some whipped cream. And look at that, adorable. I love this so much, and they were so simple to throw together. So next up, I am making a Dutch baby. Now, I make Dutch babies all the time because this happens to be one of my family's favorite breakfasts. I'm actually going to be making another one of these in a couple of days for my daughter's birthday because that's what she requested. This recipe that I'm sharing with you today is one of my favorite Dutch baby recipes because it really is versatile. You could change it up. You can add berries to the mixture before you bake it and, turn it into like a blueberry, Dutch baby or a raspberry Dutch baby, and it would come out really delicious every time. Now, I'm going to keep it plain and then just add fresh berries at the end because, again, I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. But this recipe is so easy to make because you're just throwing everything into the blender. It's easy cleanup. And then you're just cooking it in a skillet in the oven. So you don't even have to stand over the stove and flip pancakes or watch the waffle iron. So it's very, very convenient. Now, the only thing you do have to remember, though, is that when you make a Dutch baby, you do want to heat your skillet up before you pour the mixture in there because you want to melt all of this butter at the bottom. I mean, I know that's a lot of butter, you guys, but again, this is a very delicious and decadent breakfast option. So all I'm going to do is bake this in the oven for, I think I did like 35 minutes, and then it does puff up really big, and once you pull it out and you're ready to serve it, it'll settle again. But look how beautiful this is. It was so simple, just a little whipped cream, some maple syrup, and some fresh berries, and it just looks like it was harder to make than what it actually was. Now, the last recipe that I'm going to share with you today is an easy quiche recipe. Now, what I love about making quiche is you can pretty much flavor this however you want. It does not have to be the combination that I'm making today, which is a bacon, cheese, and green onion quiche. I mean, you could do a sausage and cheese, you could do ham and cheese, you could do mushroom and cheese, it could be all veggies. I mean, this is such a versatile recipe, and you're pretty much just making scrambled egg pie, but it is so impressive, and it's a very beautiful, breakfast. Sometimes I'll even make this for dinner around the holiday season with leftovers. You know, a lot of the time I have leftover ham around Thanksgiving and Christmas, so I'm always making some kind of quiche to use up the ham. But this came out so good, and again, I just think it's very impressive. It is an impressive meal that really looks like it took a lot of time, but it really doesn't. I do want to say though, this, you do have to bake this one for about 35 to 40 minutes. So do prep for that, because once you bake it, you also have to let it cool for about 10 minutes. So just keep that in mind if you're going to serve this one up on Mother's Day. But look at this, you guys. I should have put that quiche on a baking sheet before I did that, so I was kind of making a little bit of a mess. So just remember to put a baking sheet under your pie crust before you put your egg mixture in. But this is how it turned out. You can see all of the cheese right there on top. It was super delicious, and again, very, very beautiful. So that is it for today. If you try any of these recipes, let me know in the comment section what you thought of them. If you have any questions, please leave it down below. And as always, thank you so much for stopping by. You have a great day. Bye.